In today's video, I want to talk with you about how to get rich quick by investing in cryptocurrencies. And no, this is not clickbait. In this video, I'm really going to share some of the most common ways that people get rich basically overnight by investing in cryptocurrencies. It really does happen to some people. But in this video, I also want to discuss the extreme risks involved with trying to get rich quick by chasing some of these different things that we'll be discussing in this video. My name's Lark. Every day I talk about cryptocurrency investing. So if that's a topic that you would like to learn some more about, then make sure that you subscribe to the channel, gently tap on the thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm, and of course click on the notification bell to know when I put out a new video. So let's just go ahead and get straight into this topic. And of course, we have to start off by talking about dog memes. Dog memes, man. You know, I am just not in on the whole dog meme thing. Maybe I'm becoming something of a crypto boomer where I'm just, these kids these days investing in dog meme coins. I don't know. But look, the reality is that people do get ridiculously rich really, really quickly by investing in some of these meme coins. And it's not just dog memes. There's other meme coins that people are running around investing in as well. Things like Safe Moon, for example, made a lot of people really, really rich. The ones who got in early, right? The ones who are getting in late. You're probably not going to get rich off of it in the same way that if you're getting into Shiba Inu, for example, now, you're probably not going to get rich, but there are some people who got stupidly rich. Shiba Inu went up 33,000% in a month. 1 month. That is absurd beyond belief. If you had just put a few $1,000s into Shiba Inu, life-changing money, assuming, of course, that you sold the top. But here's the reality about so many of these meme coins that are on the market right now. Almost none of them are good long-term investments. Most of them operate on some kind of a scheme in terms of you need to have new money constantly coming in order to pump the price up with, you know, regular token burns and redistributions to current token holders that only happen when new money comes in, et cetera, right? And that's not all the coins, and this is a big, broad market of different coins. Dogecoin, for example, doesn't have any of those mechanics. It's just a payments coin like Bitcoin, except that it's, you know, a dog coin, you know. So there's a lot of different things, and I'm speaking about a very broad topic of coins, but in general, these meme coins are hype-driven coins. And you also have to keep in mind that because of the extreme hype and the people chasing this get-rich-quick idea with these dog memes and other memes, we are also seeing a lot of really bad actors coming in and basically rinsing and repeating every week a new dog coin or safe coin or Mars coin or Elon coin or whatever it might be. The same group of insiders, they're coming in, they're pumping these coins up, dumping them on the market, exit scamming. It's happening all the time. 99.9% of people who end up throwing a bunch of money into these coins are probably going to end up losing a bunch of money on these coins. But everybody wants to be the exception. Everybody wants to be the guy that bought Shiba Inu at the bottom and sold it at the top. Everybody wants to get rich quick. The reality with a lot of these coins is that a lot of them are scammy. A lot of them are going to rug pull. Not all of them. Some of them will find some kind of legitimacy long term. So again, it's a big topic where I'm painting with a very broad stroke here right now. But just realize that if you're out there piling a bunch of money into a dog meme coin that has a multi-billion-dollar market cap, you're not going to get 33,000% gains because that's not how mathematics works. I'm sorry. If you want to make money off of these dog meme coins, you have to find the ones that are worth like $1 million or a $2 million market cap right now. And you're basically gambling. And I'm not recommending that you buy these. I don't buy these. A lot of people do. I don't think they're good investments. You're basically gambling. So that's something for you to think about. But dog meme coins have indeed made a lot of people a lot of money. And they've lost a lot of people a lot of money. So it is what it is. Now let's talk about the next way that people want to get rich quick with crypto. Leverage trading. Now with leverage trading, you can take your one Bitcoin, go over to Bybit or Femex or Binance or basically almost any exchange which offers futures trading at this point, and you can turn your one Bitcoin into 100 Bitcoin with 100x leverage. That's amazing. That's amazing. Suddenly, instead of trading with $30,000 of the trading power, you're trading with $3 million of the trading power. Awesome. Except if the market moves 1% against you, you get liquidated and lose all of your money. Now, trading's a very tricky thing, and leverage trading is also a very tricky thing. If you can't spot trade, you have zero business trading on leverage. Here's the general statistic. It's not exact, but it gives you a good idea. 90% of traders lose 90% of their account in the first 90 days. Those are some pretty tough odds to go up against. And that's just for spot trading. Leverage trading, much trickier. Now, if you have learned how to trade, if you've taken the time to understand the indicators, how to manage your risk, all these things, and you're successfully spot trading, then leverage trading can actually be a good tool for you. It's a tool, right? It's not a casino, although most people treat it like a casino, but it is a good tool for you, and you can do some great trades with a bit of leverage. If you are going to use leverage, keep that leverage low. The big professional traders, they're not using 100x leverage. They're using like 3 or 5x leverage. Imagine that these exchanges that offer leverage are like a bar. So you have some people who come in and they have, 3 to 5 drinks and they're having a good time. They're laughing. They're chilling. They leave. They had a good night. You have some other guys, they come in. They say, I want 100 shots of tequila. Boom, 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 boom. Now there is a chance that that guy is going to have the best night of his life. But more likely than not, that guy is going to be outside throwing up, passed out, and wake up in a gutter. That's 100x leverage trading. That's the reality of it. If you can't spot trade, don't leverage trade. And if you are leverage trading, you better damn well understand how to manage your risk by keeping position sizing low and keeping that leverage low. It's a good tool, it's a valuable tool, but it's a risky tool. So don't believe you're going to run out and get rich overnight leverage trading. The opposite is true for the majority of investors. Real quick before I move on to the next topic, if you want to get an edge on the market, then you need to check out Wealth Mastery. It's the weekly investor report that my team and I produce every single issue. You're going to get a deep dive altcoin report, top tier technical analysis, the latest airdrops, the latest token sales, a step-by-step decentralized finance tutorial, an interview with an industry leader, and much, much more, all for less than $10 a week. Use the link down below in the description where you can learn more and become a member today. Now, the next place where a lot of people have made a lot of money, perhaps less common than the first two, algorithmic stablecoins. Now, these are something that have been popping up for a little more than a year now. Started off with Ampleforth was one of the big ones. We've seen 100 different iterations of it since then. Every new stablecoin, algorithmic stablecoin that comes out is trying to recreate the same kind of buzz and the same kind of gains as the early iterations of these coins. Now, early Ampleforth investors made thousands and thousands of percent gains, again, basically overnight. And there have been a few algorithmic stablecoins since then that have also created those kind of incredible gains for investors. But, the majority of people who invest in these algorithmic stablecoins get completely freaking wrecked. Now, the idea is that these stablecoins are supposed to maintain a $1 value, and that when on a simple level, there's a lot of different mechanics for a lot of different coins and a lot of different ways they approach this, but here's the basic idea. When the coin goes above $1, they issue out extra supply to try to bring the price back down to $1. When it falls under $1, they restrict supply in order to try and create scarcity, driving the price back up to $1. In reality, many of these algorithmic stablecoins enter into non-stop death spirals after the first maybe couple weeks of trading. They just keep getting dumped and dumped and dumped, and they never recover because nobody ever wants to buy or use these things. There's too many of them. There's not enough demand for them, especially when you have USDC. backed one for one by a dollar verifiably. Algorithmic stablecoins become something of a Ponzi-like mechanism for making money. Maybe long term, we'll see some of these algorithmic stablecoins move beyond that phase, actually find a stable dollar value and be useful in decentralized finance. Up until this point, the majority of people investing in algorithmic stablecoins see their dollar stablecoin end up being worth a couple of pennies in the long run. It's a way to lose a lot of money really quickly, especially if you don't understand the mechanics of how your particular algorithmic stablecoin is actually working. They all have their own little things that make them tricky, and you need to know in depth exactly how your algorithmic stablecoin is working and know when to get in and when to get out, and realize that you have a high chance of basically getting totally freaking wrecked on your stablecoin. The next topic, yield farming, particularly degenerate yield farming. If you go over to CoinGecko, you will see often that you'll see incredibly high yields. I made this particular tweet about a week ago or so, but sometimes 2,611%, that's the highest yearly APY. That's a lot of money. That's an incredible APY. Sometimes I've seen them as high as 20, 30, 40,000% APY. Easy money, right? You're going to take your life savings, throw it into this yield farm. You're going to make 40,000% a year. You're a genius. You're going to make so much money. You're going to be so rich. Probably not. Now, if you understand the risks, if you, of course, keep your position sizing low on these super high risk farms, you might make some money on them. The reality is that those high APYs tend to fall really, really quickly. So you end up running around from one farm to the next farm to the next farm. And look, there's a lot of people do that. A lot of people who make a lot of money doing that. But you have to understand, there's a lot of risk here. The risks for impermanent loss are very, very real in these situations. And many of these new high yield farms, you can't get insurance for them. So something like Nexus Mutual, for example, tends to only cover the more established players. So this new high yield degen farm that you're throwing your life savings into, there's no insurance coverage. So if there's a smart contract exploit, which happens all the time, there's multiple exploits a week in DeFi, especially for the new farms that are basically copy pasta from some existing farm launched by a team who doesn't understand what they're doing. They're just doing a quick money grab, and you're part of their exit liquidity. It's a tough, rough game out there. There's a lot of rug pulls, a lot of teams exit scam, taking all liquidity out of the pools, taking your money with them. And in the most serious situations, you have enabled via your MetaMask, basically permissions for these particular scammers to then drain your account as well by giving them unlimited access. So you have to watch for those accesses that you're giving to these yield farms that are launched by anonymous teams. It's very high risk stuff. Now, that being said, you can obviously make great money yield farming. Just, you don't need to go chasing waterfalls, right? Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to, man. Like, just use something like Bancor. You can get some really nice rates of return. There's a lot of other good yield farms out there as well that are much lower risk. Over on Polygon, you can be using like Aave. Aave, it's a great yield farm. You can be earning Aave tokens, you can be earning Matic tokens. They have great incentives programs going. You can go over to QuickSwap or something like this. There's much safer options out there. The problem is that you're not going to be earning like 30,000% a year. But you never really earn 30,000% a year. You earn 30,000% APY for 24 hours, and then it drops to 5,000, and then they exit scam. So how much did you really make? Not that much in the end, where you can go over to Aave or something like that, and you might be earning 5, 10, 15, 20%. I know it's not as exciting, but it's a lot more dependable than some of this other stuff that's going on out there. And the fifth one, NFTs. NFTs, oh, so hot right now. And I know I feel like, people have kind of forgotten about NFTs, but holy cow, we've seen some crazy NFT sales just in the last few days. Tim Berners-Lee sold the source code for the World Wide Web for more than $5 million as an NFT via Sotheby's. Katy Perry's getting an NFT, Jay-Z's getting NFTs, all your favorite musicians, all the big celebrities, everybody's getting an NFTs. Marvel announced via Ecome and their Veve marketplace that Marvel is going to launch, some NFTs. It's just incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. But here's the deal. 99% of NFTs are total garbage, and they're going to retain zero value in the long run. Now, there's a lot of them that are going to retain a lot of value, and they are going to make big returns for speculators who get in early and buy, first edition Marvel NFTs, or they get, first edition Twitter NFTs, or they get NFTs from, some artists that do really, really well. But we've seen the big gains already for some of these NFTs. There were a few months ago some NFTs that were sold for $1, and within a day, they were selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. That was back at the height of NFT mania. But realistically, most of these NFTs are not going to maintain their value long term, right? They're from no-name artists, or maybe they're from a big brand, but they issue out too many of them, whatever it might be. So if you're buying NFTs, here's my kind of general rule of thumb with NFTs. Only buy an NFT that you really actually want to hold on to. Then at least if the NFT does trend down to zero, you still have an NFT that you actually like, right? So at least you have that, even if it's not worth anything anymore. I maintain that the NFT trend is big. It's going to continue to be big, that a lot of NFTs aren't going to be great investments. You shouldn't be looking at them as speculative investments. You should be looking at them as a collector who wants to hold on to something cool because you like, Batman, or you like the Avengers, or whatever it might be, and you want to hold on to those things because of that. If you want to make the money in this NFT gold rush, watch out for the pick and shovel plays, right? Things like Terra Virtua or Ecome or whatever else it might be, the ones who are actually providing the marketplaces and the technology to create the NFTs and sell the NFTs and interact with the NFTs, that's probably where the investors are going to more consistently make the big money in the NFT market. Final point for this video, the long story short, getting rich quick in crypto, for most people, most of the time, results in getting poor quickly. There are exceptions to that rule, and I know that you want to be the exception to that rule, but you're probably not going to be. That's the harsh truth. That's the statistics of what's actually happening in the market. Any of these things that I mentioned today can make you stupidly rich basically overnight, but the chances are of that happening, it's like winning it big at the casino or winning the lottery. Happens to some people, doesn't happen to most people. If you want to make it big in the cryptocurrency markets, it's really not that hard. Stop chasing the get-rich-quick schemes and go for the get-rich-slow schemes. Those tend to be a lot more dependable. Dollar cost average into Bitcoin, dollar cost average into Ethereum, dollar cost average into some of the top cryptocurrencies, your Chainlink, your Polkadot, whatever it might be. Take the long-term view. Act as an investor, not as a gambler, and you're going to do okay in this market. Anyway, your question for today. Have you personally got rich by doing any of the things that I mentioned in this video? Or have you got wrecked by doing any of the things that I talked about in this video? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.